Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome. If this is your first video, what's up? My name is Brooke, and well, the past few days I've been locked inside. It's been pretty gloomy out. I got back from LA for our Irvine, Orange County live show for my podcast, Gals on the Go. We're coming to the end of tour, but it was just like one of those, really April showers weekends, and I just was like, I'll spend some time inside. I've been binging this show, The Pit, on HBO. I'm on, I think, episode 10 or 11. I don't even know the last time I watched a show that consecutively. Normally it's like, episode here, episode there. Like, I have been like moving from one fixed location to the next, still watching the show. And in the middle of that, cooking, which is very unlike me. But I've been in a bit of an inspired mood these past few days, and I got some groceries and I've just been cooking and stuff. So I figured I would share it with you guys. Yesterday I made like a delicious like Greek salad. I just have been finding some recipes online and kind of adding my own little twist. Using like the sizing of the spices and the amounts of ingredients that they suggest, because that's where I get a little lost. But getting creative with my own infusions. I have some chicken thighs marinating in the fridge. I've had them in since this morning. Just pulled up a recipe. I mean, it's very, very simple, but I have baby potatoes, so I want to make some like roasted baby potatoes. The potatoes, we have rosemary, we have garlic. Like a roasted rosemary garlic potato. Chicken thighs, I also have zucchini. I might do that like in a pan. A lot of things going on, One day I'll stop tapping on everything, but it's not that day. I've been marinating this chicken since earlier today. Greek yogurt chicken thighs, and we're gonna air fry them. Look at that, going in. Oh my gosh, the chicken looks so good. The potatoes, and then I did extra this is like a dill Greek yogurt situation. Aside for dip. She's doing her best, people. And I have some zucchini in here, but it's taking a little longer. One of the hardest parts of this whole thing is like timing it right, with everything coming out to be warm at the same time. How do you do it? How do you do it? Well, it's hard with just the air fryer because it's like it's almost like an easy bake oven. It's very small, so I gotta figure it out. The plants are getting so big. Look at this one. That is massive. Looks so good. Watering them. I'm in a little Beyond Yoga set because I'm gonna go to Solid Core in a little bit. This Monday morning. Got my grocery list ready. We're gonna go to Trader Joe's, and I'm just in such an inspired cooking mood. So we're gonna do some more for lunch and dinner. I just have a little bit of time this week, like extra time. I feel like I left this week a little open, and I feel like this is the perfect way to fill my time, is by practicing my cooking, because clearly she needs some help. Also thinking if I prepare enough food for today, do a lot of prep and things, even though it's a random day to be cooking, Tuesday. It's not like a Sunday meal prep or even Monday, but that's okay. A little midweek meal prep, then I should be set for the next few days, because those are the days that I have more going on. Let's go to Trader Joe's. The feels like temperature, because it's like really windy outside right now, is like 20 something, which is like, what? I thought it's supposed to be spring.
One long, angry line later.
You guys, something is going on at the Trader Joe's with these mini tote bags. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I have returned from Trader Joe's, and let me tell you, the place is crazy. Well, actually, I first walked in, I was like, 9 o'clock is the time to go. This place is looking good. And then by the time that I had finished my shopping, it had gotten crazy again. And then when I was waiting in line, so wild, guys. I'm literally laughing about it, because I can't even believe this is real. They were like, who needs tote bags? Who needs tote bags? And I was like, no, I brought my own. We're good. Brought my own tote bags. And then I got up to the register. I was like, what's the deal with the tote bags? Like, is it free tote bag day? And The guy was like, no, we just dropped our spring mini tote bags and they're going really fast. There was a limit on how many you could get. And of course, then I'm intrigued. Like I was like, I wasn't even planning to be here at this time. What are the odds that I'm here? I mean, I guess it's my sign. I have to get some of these. They were literally $2.99 each. I think I'm gonna wrap one of them as a gift. All right, but I got my Trader Joe's things. I'm gonna make, I have ambitious goals for today's cooking agenda. Let's see, because I really, you know, one thing about me, I'm an extremist. I'm like, oh, I'm cooking now, like let me cook every meal. Like instead of just making like one, you know, one really great meal a day. I wanna make this Niçoise salad without the tuna because I don't really love tuna like that. I like tuna in sushi, but not like that. But then I'll do like a tuna cotto, so I really don't make sense. But we've got lots of provisions here. I need fiber, so I got dates. I forgot those, and they really helped me out, so I need to do that. Beans, cilantro, lettuce. Oops, forgot to put these in the freezer. Hope they aren't melted. Lots of produce today. These specific green beans, because that's what Martha calls for in the recipe. Sour cream for my bowls, and like I got jalapeno Monterey Jack cheese too. All right, I'm using my Big Mackenzie Childs bowl again for this because I just to feel something. Capers, chopped shallot. We whisk that up. Come on. This is a very big space saving tool. Look at this. It is a whisk, but it collapses. Well, now it's all covered in dressing, but it twists and it collapses so that it doesn't get like caught in your drawer, and you could use it as, you know, another tool too. Perfect for New York City. I'll link that below. A cook influencer. Green beans. The sink is a mess. Don't worry about it. I did buy bagged lettuce to make my life one step easier for this because I feel like there's a lot of moving parts, and you know, I'm happy about that. I'll take that. Lettuce is going in. Few substitutions, but we have a gorgeous salad. I'm gonna toss it up with the dressing. I'm happy with that. It's pretty plain ingredients. The dressing is definitely really good. It called for anchovy paste too. I did not do that. My only complaint is just that it took me way too long to do this. And that's on me, I feel like I need to increase my speed, but it takes me a while to do the cutting and everything still, but at least now we have a whole like bowl of it so we can have it, you know, for leftovers and stuff. And we are trying a new boba. I also have a Zoom meeting right now, so I'm like, a little treat. Ben went and picked this up. This is Haiti. Supreme brown sugar boba milk tea. So good. All about balance. Salad for lunch, boba tea. I love that. I got it in LA and I like remembered how much I love it. Yeah, the flavor is right. One thing about me, I will nurse a beverage. It is hours and hours later and I'm still, but it was really good. It's really good. Let me know your favorite place to get boba in New York. I'm getting started on dinner now. Yeah, I'm mostly doing all of this because I just know the next few days are gonna be more on the go. No, I don't even want to do it. Oh, I'm so busy, but more so on the go. We actually do have a lot of podcast recordings because we have secured some fun guests. We're recording one on Thursday that I just am so excited about that we just got. I'm like, wow. So excited. Yeah, and then I'm heading to Florida next week for my birthday. I feel like I've just been vlogging for days now, but I love this motif of the cooking and everything, so I think it's fun. I got chicken breast, and I think I'm gonna marinate it the same way that I did the chicken the other night, which is with like a Greek yogurt and like lemon juice, because it just made it really like moist and delicious. Got a tub of Greek yogurt. Chicken is marinating. So while that does its thing, we'll think about everything else. Beans and corn. And then I have cilantro sour cream chips. We have rice cooking, chicken. It's gonna be a bit of an odd combo. And I need to grate this. All right, we've got the chicken in the air fryer. And then we're just keeping it simple. Chicken's on there and we're good to go. Like make our little bowls. I'm so happy with those. All right, the bowls, not my best work. I'm not gonna even lie to you, but the salad really was. So if you wanna make that salad, it was in the cookbook, but I found the recipe online, the niçoise. I'm about to eat a date because I don't know if this is TMI, guys, but I am backed up. Like, I don't know why. I'm drinking my coffee every day. I'm having my probiotic in the morning. Like, I can't go. I just know that I should be. So I bought these today for that purpose. When I think about these too much, I think about the fact that they kind of look like cockroaches and it literally makes me want to throw up, but they are delicious, so. A quick book review before we end off this vlog, but I finished This Is a Love Story by Jessica Salfer, and you know, I just don't think I was in the mood for like a super sappy read, so do keep this rating in mind, but I'm gonna give it like a 3.2 because I don't want to give it like a full 3, but it just, the writing itself was really beautiful and like the storytelling, and like I was there, it was rare, I remember it. But told the story about this family, the years throughout their life, and about their love story. And I think it was a very raw depiction of love and love throughout the ages. Like, this was a couple that's been together since they were like 23, and then, you know, they're in their 70s or whatever it is. Then they talk about like the son is from his perspective, and it really flips back and forth too. There's not really necessarily like a part of it's told like the husband talking to the wife, part of it's told from the perspective like of the son, so you kind of have to pay attention to that stuff and like the flip-flopping like timelines and stuff. But you know, the story and the writing, like it was there, but for me, I just don't think I really connected with that at this time. Definitely like a tearjerker. I feel like I was like almost like rushing through some of the pages because I was like, I just am not in the mood to like be in my feels right now. I've already like I'm not there. I feel like I'm gonna be very emotional around my birthday. I like feel it coming. It's brewing in me. So I'm holding out for a big cry. I go through phases. Like sometimes I want to read something mushy and like, yeah, I want to cry. And then sometimes I'm like, self-defense mechanism. Like I don't want to cry right now. I feel like it would make like a good like book club read or something if you wanted to like discuss it with a friend, because there's a lot, you know, of opinions you could have on these characters. Like if they are, you know, someone that you would want to be friends with or not, I'll say that. And next, I think I'm gonna read the new Lucy Score book. I believe it like just came out. I actually started Heartwood. I'll put a picture of it right here because I'm like 10% in. Not loving it, but I think it's one of those like critically acclaimed, like really good books. So I'm sure like once I get to the end, I'll be like, oh yeah, that was great. It's about a girl, or a woman, I should say, who goes for a hike, and then told from like another perspective is like the person who's like looking for her that like doesn't know her. Kind of interesting, but like, you know, right as of this point in the book, you don't see the connection between the two, and it's a slow start. I also have a list on my Amazon of books, and I'm trying to like keep that updated, of books that I've read that I enjoyed, and you could just look on there for reference. I also always have my Instagram highlights. That's like where I collect all of my book ratings. I need to find like a website or something that works, because I know there needs to be like a better catch-all collective for that. You don't have to buy them from my Amazon if you don't want to, but like if you're just like, what are Brooke's book racks again, you could go to my Amazon shop and like they're all listed there, easy scrolling for you. Or if you want like more detailed book reviews, you can click through on my, I don't know why I did that, on my Instagram highlights. Well, this is what I'll be doing this evening. I love you guys. Thanks for bearing with me. I feel like we had a very cozy, homey vlog. Let me know if you like stuff like this, or if you literally don't care. Maybe you literally don't care. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.